Alright, what is up everyone? It is ZZ9 here and welcome back to episode 2 of revisiting my old Benno Building Creator V2 Skyscrapersim buildings. And today we have a very tall building, a very wide building, very big on every single scale really. And what is the purpose of this building? Yep, it is a 62 floor shopping centre. Surely everyone at some point has created a 62 floor building for the fun of it, and this one is a shopping centre with some very interesting quality textures and some very interesting Z fighting. So we're definitely not going to look at the whole thing today because that would just take about, 500 billion years. But we'll get through some of the main lifts and just see what else we can get to really. Here's a bowling alley. I don't think that's worth going into because I think it's got lifts that are very, very slow. Can't remember if I modified them. There's like a couple of minor sound modifications. We're going to miss this lift, but it's okay. We'll start off by going down to the car park levels. Did I fix this? I did fix that. Because in the creator it always defaults it to the lowest floor. There's some bricks there. Oh! Which one's moving? Oh, that one. -4 is the bottom. You can go up. I want a different one. And as you can see, the car park spaces are very effectively tiled. There's absolutely no problems there whatsoever. This is realistic. Yeah, I mean, how am I meant to know until it goes out to the building creator? And when this was made in like 2016, 17, I want to say, not sure. I just did not know what I was doing on this front, so you get these tiny little parking spaces I can barely stand in. They lead into this area with a very large carpet texture. Alright, let's grab one of these lifts to get back up. Aha, we've got the one at this end. Oh, there's another one. Run away before anyone calls it. Actually didn't, no one called it. Oh, there goes that one also down there. It's all about -4 today. Yeah, this one, it can join the -4. But you know what, let's just make them all be on -4. It's probably one of those ones that are on their way up anyway, but like... -4 though. There we go. So here's the first set of main lifts. There's main lifts going up every 10 floors. There is no singular main lift that goes up everywhere because I was sensible in my design. Not. Before we go in those, we'll just take a quick look in this department store. Okay, thanks for telling me the doors are closing. Because there are some Gen 2s in here with floor announcements. So let's have a quick trip in one of these. Pretty sure this is going to be the only building in today's video because it's so massive. I thought I was going to roll 2 buildings into this, but it's just not happening. Second floor. I feel like I will just fall down a rabbit hole somewhere in this building for 10 minutes. It's going to happen. First floor. The only lifts in the entire place with floor messages. And that's all because there are floor messages included by default. Sorry about a little bit of shaking there. So there's those Gen 2s, that's just whatever. I would go in the bowling alleys lifts, but I'm pretty sure I made them... Oh, there's the lift shaft. I'm pretty sure I made them... They're not even here. Literally not even here. Did I correct the speed of these? Let me just check. No, I didn't. We're not even going to bother. Main lift. No. Yeah, you thought you could do that. Okay. See if I can remember where the vintage lifts are in this place. I genuinely don't think I can. A couple of empty slots, a few closed units where I didn't put lifts in. Quite an extensive closed unit network, to be honest. Little department store there. I wonder what that's got. Hold on, let me go 8. Those buttons are not default, obviously, but I can't remember where I got them actually. Some random data pack I found. Oh, this lift's moving. There's another bowling alley, because I just like picked a set of 4 textures that I felt like and was just like, those will do, we'll use those for everything. What's that got? More ThyssenKrups. Just been in ThyssenKrups. Want to see what's in here. Is there anything interesting in here? What is this? Oh, just some basic KSS 470s. Not worth. Not worth. And no, I'm not going to check what's in every single unit. It's just a few ones, because I'm going to go on a hunt. We're going to try and find old lifts. That's what our mission is. Our mission is to find as many old lifts as possible. And I just lost that lift. I want to go down 2 floors. I think there's an old lift on the sort of unbranded store there. If not, then I think there's some in that lift shaft there. Okay, whatever. Give me a lift, please. Thank you. These are the only main lifts that get random activity use. Oh, press 7, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, there that goes. As you can see, this recording is going very well. Oh, I didn't even want 6, there's not even a store there on that floor. Right, 5 then. Whatever. Just get me to a floor that's somewhat useful in something, in any possible physical way. Forgot that bowling alley there was 3 floors, I thought it was only 2. Right. If this is just some silly modern lift, I'm going to be very annoyed. I visited this store specifically to see. Aha, we found old lifts. Let's go. There are some old main lifts as well. We have... I go down, unfortunately, but old Otis. The hunt for the old lifts. Take a round trip on this one. Oh, it goes all the way down to 1. No close button. Rest in peace, the close buttons. This is just glass on one side. I was very sensible in my lift designs. As is the settings for these lifts in the building creator for the advanced door opening. Right. Take this back up, then we'll get back up the main lifts and see what we can find. And by the way, I'm pretty confident in the way I made this. The closed units, the ones that have got the shutters down, they don't have any lifts programmed into them, because obviously they're closed, and they don't even have any doors. And yes, every good mall has a swing door to enter every unit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll just check this one over here. We'll call a bunch of lifts. Probably miss both of them, but we'll just check and confirm no lifts in any of the shuttered units. So that's all good. We don't need to worry about that. Oh, I'm going to miss both of these. I'm going to miss both of these. It's alright. We got this one. Up to 10. I only need to go up to 9 actually. Let's just see. It's already calling for 9. Yeah, 9 is fine. I want to see what's in there, because those next main lifts I'll spoil now are Otis lifts, so like modern Otis lifts as well, not like vintage ones, so not really worth if there's something vintage here. There isn't really anything vintage there, but we'll see how high it goes. In this store we have these. Oh, it looks like these are ones taking all the random activity, which is why 9's been selected. Oh, that's a mistake. I'm not going to wait for them. That is not a good life choice in this video. This is what I mean about going down a rabbit hole, right? Gone down the rabbit hole of the vintage lift finding mission. And now I'm going to be here for absolutely forever. Looking for ones that probably don't exist.
Doors open.
Get me up to 10. There's a lift sat here. Let's let this one go down to 0. Yep. We have a department store in front of us. This department store has Otis VFs. Not really worth because we can't keep an eye out for more stores to have a look in. So we'll ride one of these instead. Even though it's not really that great a view either. But let's just go 14. See what we can see. That store is probably going to... No, it's not going to stop. Actually, there's going to be absolutely no changes at all. 18. The hunt for old lifts, it continues. That store continues go... Wow, that is a store... Did I just make all these floors just the same? Throughout this entire section. Did I not do any changes at all whatsoever? Wow. Right, up to 20 then, I guess. Only 2 floors off of it, we might as well finish the job. I hear one of the next lifts. Yeah, of course everything changes on 21, so I can't even access it by these lifts. Right, just, yeah, whatever. Yep, that's all fine. Alright, give me one of these. Oh, these very occasionally do get used. Not much. Where's that one? Can't see where the first one is. 21. Oh, everyone's called it. Well, I'm only going to 21. Two new stores, 2 new sets of lifts probably. Right, let's see. Is there a vintage lift in here? The last vintage lifts were in one with this wall type. What are those? More KSS 470s. Where do they serve? Do they go all the way up to 30? They do. Right, so this store is going to be here the whole way up this next set of main lifts that we're in. So, I guess we check the department store. Always 25% off on all these department stores stock. Not looking too old even. What is it? Oh, it's actually Express. Okay, I changed my mind. It's actually Express. These are worth. Oh, but they're getting used on every piece of random activity in the world. Oh no. Oh no, these are random activities. And they go all the way up to 30. And I'm not going to be able to see how many calls have been placed. Oh, this is a bit of a strategical disaster class. How high do we get? That was not a strategical disaster class at all. We got all the way up. Alright, down we go then. Nearer Gen Express. I'm convinced there's an older Gen one around somewhere, but we'll just have to wait and see. Nice sunset out there. Alright, you can go back up. We'll bring another one down because we're nice to the random people that are clearly using these. Although that said, there is some use of the main lifts as well, so I'm not really sure what's getting the priority at the moment. I'm a bit confused. But never mind my confusion. All that matters is if there's anything on that side on the upper floors. Why is this lift not doing anything? Broken lift? Lift has had a slight issue, methinks. Yep, we have a lift that's got itself stuck. I pressed I did the down button as well. Oh, okay. Right, so what I'm gathering is these lifts don't work too well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one down. We're going to fix this one. And we're going to use that fix to get up to the higher floors quickly. Let's just hop in. And there we go, we fixed it. So we have to keep an eye on this side. Do we need to see anything? Not until floor 31, okay. Right, send this down to a bunch of floors so it can keep working. And not immediately stick everything is up here right now. This one's got stuck too. Okay, right. This is just an absolute strategical disaster class from these lifts. You go to there. You go to 5 different floors to keep working. That's the idea. Ah, some Thissons. Some Thissons with nice chimes. Let's go to 31. New units all around on 31. More vintage lifts. Oh, it's an all... Okay, it's an all-round bowling. Alright, well... This may be just one huge massive unit. Ah, it's got lifts on both sides. These are Otis VFs, they go up to 33. What about these sides? These sides, that's words. Anything else here, or are these just VFs as well? These are also VFs, also just to 33. Okay, well... We've seen those before, we'll probably see those again in other buildings. Not worth. Not worth. Lift, please. To 34 we go. Is this just the all-round store era of the mall? Is that what we're doing here? Right, so what's going to be hiding behind door number 2? More of the same. What has even happened there? That's not worked out, has it? I have never seen that before. These are just some more thyssenkrups, aren't they? Yep, these are just more thyssenkrups. I have never seen that before. Lovely building creator building moment with the lift, not the lift, the zero interfloor moment. These are more of the same. Oh, they're gonna have to send these all up to see if it exists on the other side. And this goes all the way up to 40. Well, they might as well all be on 40, yeah? Right, shall we see if the same issue is here on this side? Yeah, you can bet you it's not. It's not here on this side. Wait, what? I am totally perplexed. Okay, well, anyway. Building creator moment. Seen a few of those already. Nothing incredibly vintage until 41, I guess. Sure there was some first gen expresses though. Lift. '40th floor. Actually quite close to the top now. Well, we're more than halfway anyway. Wouldn't really call it quite close yet. I hear a lift. Oh, there it is. Any other lifts? Oh, there's one here. Bets on this one being stuck. Oh no, it's fine. That one might be stuck. Who knows? I don't know what the priority is here. Send you down. Is this one on the left stuck, seeing as that's been happening? No, it's actually working. You can go to floor 35. So none of the lifts in this setup broke. Now, what we know is, these main lifts here pass the vintage lift check because every single one of them arrives at the same time. We'll take this one. We'll go up to 50, a round trip. 50 to 41. Not all the way to 41. I think this is another one where I was just like, oh wait, no, it changes. It changes in parts, okay. So, something's to 46, something's to 45. Got something in 48 as well that are different as well. Well, it seems to possibly be all closed on this side. The vintage lift hunt continues. Those are Otis's, modern Otis's. Yeah, I'm completely in the rabbit hole right now. There's something there, which is 48. That one goes as high as 47. There is also one that goes up to 45. This is closed all the way. 41? Yep. Alright. Left or right for a vintage lift? Technically speaking, the answer is straight ahead because of the main lifts, but there's the first Gen Expresses I was thinking of. Alright. Excellent. 5 floors of Vintage Express. No indicators. Yeah, it's a bit slow, but it's a vintage lift. Clunkety 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 stop. Back down to 41 and we'll check the opposite side of the mall. Didn't expect this recording would go on for this long, but I didn't expect to give myself the challenge of find all the vintage lifts. Which essentially means check what every single lift in the place is. Yeah. Had smarter ideas, but more content I suppose. Well, there's 2 lovely vintage first gen Expresses. Well, the 3rd gen ones go do their thing. Whatever you want to call them. 3rd gen? I don't know. Let's speed things up a bit by going sideways, because that's a tactic that you can use. What's in here? I bet it's going to be KONE's. Oh, it's not at all. It's ThyssenKrup's. How high do these go? 47? You know what? Worth. Why not? I need to record something for the bus channel as well, and I'm not doing that right now because I'm stuck in this rabbit hole. Actually, I'll only take the up trip on this. Blue. Classic building creator ThyssenKrupp, it doesn't allow itself to clunk. So up on 48 there's a department store starts. I wonder what lift it'll have. Bet you that has a KONE. The luck of vintage lifts has got to run out. I mean, we've got very lucky right now because we've got this. These 4 right here. Speaking of, here's one to take us up to 48. Let's press 48. I wonder where to put a all-floors service lift if I was going to do that. Something to think about. Did I see something there? Oh no, that's those lifts. Never mind. Never mind, I was just being a bit silly. Oh. Well, we'll ride Gen 2s. Why not? Then we'll send it away.
Doors opening.
Suppose we can watch it go, why not? Frame rate's getting a bit interesting up here because we're so high up.
Closing.
So if anyone thinks the video FPS is a bit low, it's just Skyscrapersim doing Skyscrapersim things. Okay, so 51 is a new floor with new possibilities, and the final set of main lifts are in regular use. So we've got all the things to contend with as I crash into a lift shaft. Oh, I found a stuck lift, hold on. Must unstick. Must unstick, especially because it's a vintage lift. It does not deserve to be stuck. You are now going to all the floors. All the other lifts show up as well. Well, they can do whatever they want, I guess. No, that one's not going anywhere. Let's fix it. The lifts must all be in use. All of them. These are just more high-speed Otises. Not much to say about them. But we need to take one up one floor. So that is just what we'll do.
Doors opening. Doors closing.
Managed to press the button without pressing the button. Oh, we've got 3 stores here, haven't we?
Doors opening.
Look at that. Look at the join here. It's not even...
Doors
Hmm.
closing.
Alright. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3. So we'll start over here at the department store, because the door is like all the way over here. And I don't approve of that. So we're going to get this out the way quick. Ah, the lifts are all the way down here. I think they're KONEs, so... They seem like KONEs. They are... That is KONEs. Can we cut through at all? No. Just some basic KSS 470s, 5 floors. So this store at least stops at 55. So our next target floor in the main list is 56. Round this way we go, to the bowling place. A very professional wall ending, of course. The lift's around the corner, really? Oh. I do not like how I designed this place. This also goes up 5 floors and there's some Gen 2s. All the non-vintage lifts. We've got one more store left. The wood textured wall store. Does the store with wood textured walls have vintage lifts yet again? Fine, I'll take some 2000 VFs. You're insistent.
Doors closing.
You're insistent, I'll take some 2000 VFs. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, this is going very well, isn't it? Right. Let's do that. Let's go to floor 56, where everything will hopefully change for the better. Well, there's less to go looking for and be disappointed by. Button. Will we get a lift? Oh, immediately.
Doors opening. Doors closing.
At this point you can get quite the view down with all that Z fighting.
Doors
Nice stutter. What have we got? 2 stores. Alright, start here. Surely this one has a vintage lift. Oh, it has something I haven't seen in here up to this point. Pickerings. Up to 58. See, I think what happened, because there was a bit more variety before, I think I was just like... Up to a point I was sort of enjoying mixing and matching it. Then I got to a point and I was just like, oh, they'll all just serve the same floors. Just get it done quicker. Want to see results, just get it done. And yeah. But here's a Pickerings. know what else is feeling done? My voice. That is feeling very done right now. And I've still got to record an OMSI 2 video for the bus channel, so yep, this is all going very well. But there's your vintage Pickerings. Is it vintage? Eh. Not vintage, but not modern. To the department store. Also, the doors look like they're in a different position. Is there a change? No. Probably not until 59. Ooh. Aha! The department store. Is this House of Fraser? Is House of Fraser? I suppose it was House of Fraser, probably modded to Paragon, but I got a lovely old Otis with the correctly dimensioned panel texture. I think that's actually done as a create panel rather than a separate texture, so it's completely reliant on the number of columns of buttons. As you can see, it's turned out rather interesting, as is the length of this video. Classic again. Now we'll go up to 58, and then we'll hop on up to 59 and see if there's any other vintage lifts. But I have a funny feeling this might be the end of it. Vintage lift terms. I have a funny feeling. There's some lifts there. Oh, it looks like there's 3 of them. I think they're going to be modern there. It's going to be another interesting thing going on here. I think it's going to be another set of 3 stores. This lift really enjoys being the lift for us. It's always just sat 1 floor above waiting for us to be ready for it. Go take some main floor calls. Be busy. You've served me well, lift. Okay, we'll start on this side. We have this store. What it is, I don't know. Never thought about that at any point when making any of these stores. As all my files finish uploading to Google Drive. It's just something else I'm doing in the meantime. Why is that wall solid? I don't know. It's some KONEs, and we're leaving. Next, please. Surely we finish off with 1 more pair of vintage lifts. This is it to 62. So this is our last chance. Those are 2000 VFs. Not looking great. Will the bowling arcade do it for us? Whatever the bowling arcade has, we'll take up to the top. And then we will finish off this mammoth of a video by taking each set of main lifts back down. This ends. Well, it'll do. Again, random solid wall. Aha, I was smart. I remembered that the 1 meter per second option is not 1 meter per second at all. Alright, we'll see more of those in a bit, so we'll just send that one away. And we've made it up to 62 and we've found, like, I don't know, 3 sets of vintage lifts. It was not nearly as successful as I thought it would be. And there's a load of Z finds. Let's just not get a long view down. Give me a lift. But I hope you enjoyed touring this mall. Can I... Yeah, whatever. Yep. This lift again. You've been the only lift to take me up in this set the entire time. I will take another lift now. You've been a very good lift, you've behaved very well. But we need to have something different, come on. Right, let's get one of the others, shall we? Here we go. Second from the left. But I hope you've enjoyed having a look around this mall. We're going to get ourselves back down to the bottom now. Well, 0. Bottom's -4. We're not going back to the car park. And for what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed the whole lift hunt, even though it's made the video currently 35.5 minutes long. It's going to be probably about 38 by the time we get down these lifts, because most of them get used actively. Why are all of those just there now? That's crazy. Take this one. 40th floor. But yeah, I didn't expect to go down that rabbit hole, but it gave you certainly quite a detailed look around this place. There will not be another building in this video. This video is way too long for that. This is going to be the only one today. Is that lift okay? Do you think that lift's okay? Should I check on it? I want to check on that lift. Let me make sure it's okay. Is that one okay is the question. Ah, this one's fine. We've seen lifts get stuck today, so happens. But if you can remember how many sets of vintage lifts we have, like properly vintage ones that I pointed out as vintage, drop a number in the comments and I will try and tell you if you're correct, if I remember, which I probably won't. But you know what? That's all part of the fun. So I saw a lift shaft above me there, but that's not possible. Get one of these. We're on 30 now. 37 minutes. Is this video going to hit 40 minutes? Possibly including the outro, but let's see if the raw recording does. I think we might be okay. I don't think we're going to make that long. We'll see. Can't wait to see how many mid-roll ads YouTube decides to insert into this. I'll then have to remove. It'll probably be like 15 sensible amounts, which I'll be like, no, not sensible at all. Yeah, if you don't know what YouTube's like with mid-roll ads, well, count yourself lucky. Because it takes a lot of removing to bring them down to what I think is a sensible level for the length of the video. Anyway, enough talk about silly YouTube systems. Here's another high-speed Otis. After this Otis, all we've got to navigate is the very busy KONEs. At this point, all the Z fighting's up there now because we're in close proximity to everything here. Can already tell that it's fun here. These just don't get used at all. I'm just not going to have any problem getting one of these, I guess. A call was put in by not me, and no buttons were pressed. Where are we stopping? Nowhere. That's crazy. Well, we've made it back down to 0 a lot easier than I thought. You're going up to 10 as well now. I've decided. Aha, stuck lift spotted. Must fix. Fix the stuck lift. Lift works now. Stuck lifts here? No, we're okay there. Alright, well, the video is approaching 40 minutes, so I hope you enjoyed whatever all of that just was. Trying to find vintage lifts in a building, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so next time will be smaller buildings that we don't get lost in an absolute rabbit hole of finding vintage lifts for. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And if you're still here, thank you for sticking through the whole length. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.